Hello everybody on YouTube. We're here once again late at night making another video because we can't seem to get our act together enough on the weekends to do this during the day, what with kids running the house and all. Anyway, so here we are. We're doing MTSquared episode number 4, and we're going to do something that's was being done a little while ago by other people, and we're just kind of behind the times, so we're going to do it now. And that's a video on celebrity crushes. And of course we could have each done our own, but we thought it might be more fun to do it together. So we each picked like 5 celebrity crushes that we've had in our lives or whatever, you know, to one extent or another, I guess. You know, neither of us have ever been stalkers, so it's nothing like that. But so we each picked like 5 people, and so you go first.
Well, my number 1 pick has to be, surprise, surprise, Tom Selleck.
Tom Selleck.
I like Tom, not just because of what he does on screen, but how he is off screen too, and that's why I picked him for my number 1, because he stands up for what he believes in, and I agree with a lot of what he believes in, and I also liked him in 3 Men and a Baby and Quigley Down Under, as well as Magnum P.I., of course. So he's my number 1.
Right. And you know, it's a plus. I kind of got to give her that one because he's almost as good looking as me. So.
Never seen you in a Hawaiian shirt.
Yeah, that's the only difference. Okay. Well, we each have our number 1 picks. We've talked about this before, and we kind of have our number 1 picks of people we picked that were kind of like the ideal, you know, just totally good-looking celebrity or whatever. That it would hard to find a fault, you know, in the way they look or whatever. Hers has the benefit of also, you know, having an unquestionably good character and personality. Mine, you know, maybe somewhat not. I don't know, but she's definitely, you know, a total babe. So, and my pick on just the looks factor is Ashley Judd, and just because of the way she looks, no other reason. It's perplexing to me that her and Winona are sisters. I know they have different fathers, but you would think that you know, when you've got one sister that's that incredibly good looking, and the other sister that's, well, you know, how can I say this nicely? Not. I don't know. People are going to call me a total jerk now, but I digress. Number 2?
Well, number 2 on my list is probably not, I don't know, maybe not real well known, but my second was Bill Pullman. He was the president on Independence Day, and he also played and married Sandra Bullock's character on While You Were Sleeping, and I absolutely love that movie. I'll admit I'm a sucker for a romantic comedy, and he has the most incredible eyes. He always plays this really nice, down-to-earth kind of guy. So, number 2 is Bill Pullman.
Okay.
Oh, and in real life he's been married to his wife for 17 years, so that's always a plus.
Yeah. Okay. For my number 2, I'm going to go back in time to the first celebrity that I ever really thought was attractive to me for whatever reason. And the only reason that I really found this person attractive was because of a character she played in a certain movie. I found the character very attractive, both looks and personality. Her as a person, you know, not so much, but the character in the movie that she played just kind of made me have this little celebrity crush on her back when I was a kid, and that was Olivia Newton-John and the part that she played in the movie Grease as Sandy. I've always been the kind of guy who liked the girl next door type of character more than what would you call them?
I can't think of
I don't know
name.
the yeah. You know what we mean.
What she appeared to be after she changed in the movie.
Yeah, like when she came out and did the song and video for Physical, that totally turned me off. So I didn't like her anymore after that. But anyway, but that's just, I've always kind of been that way. I'm the kind of guy who preferred Marianne over Ginger. That was just me. So anyway. Number 3?
My number 3 is Viggo Mortensen.
Who?
Viggo Mortensen. He played on the movie Hidalgo and the Lord of the Rings trilogy.
Oh,
the King.
Isn't he a big liberal?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Well, I got 2 really conservative guys to begin with, and
okay.
so,
Okay.
I could have said Michael Moore.
You can have it.
No, I really like his eyes, too.
Michael Moore's?
No! Viggo Mortensen.
Oh.
I'm sorry, I find little redeeming about Michael Moore,
Okay.
physically or personally or intellectually or
In any kind of way that would actually be human.
something like that, yeah.
Okay. Okay, my third choice, staying on the theme of when I was growing up and people who I saw on TV shows. Here's another thing where I went with the more girl next door type rather than the flashy showgirl. We go to the television series WKRP in Cincinnati, and of course you had the character of Jennifer, who was this beautiful blonde babe that everybody thought was so hot and everything. I much preferred the character of Bailey on that show. Played by Jan Smithers, who I just thought, there again, it was your girl next door type, and that's what did it for me. So, okay.
Okay, my next is not TV or movie or an actor. It's a musician,
Okay.
songwriter, and that's Don Henley from the Eagles.
Don Henley.
The reason I like him is I really, really like music that has lyrics that make you think. They're not just all fluff, and they're not just all bebopping, but they have something to say. And I think a lot of his songs have a lot to say.
I'd like to find your little child and kick its little ass.
Something like that, yeah. Yeah, because the list of my favorite songs of his was The Garden of Allah.
Or that's inner child, not little child. Little child would
kick your inner
sorry,
child.
Your inner child, yeah. Whatever. Sorry.
Some of my favorites are The Garden of Allah, and he talks about how in that one about how you can be a expert just because you say you are, and
Right.
So I like that one. New York Minute. All she wants to do is dance. Get over it, and everybody knows. Those are some of my favorites. I like Don.
All right, that's cool. Okay, what are we at? Number 4? Okay, number 4. Staying with TV things. Let's see, my number 4. Breaking the mold here a little bit. I gotta go with Miss Piggy. Okay.
Okay, I'm not picking Kermit. Sorry.
So she was made out of stuffing and felt. I mean, I'm sorry. No, I'm kidding, of course. If I had to go with, let's see, where was I at now?
You lost me at Miss Piggy. Sorry,
yeah.
that was a really shock.
Okay. I don't have a number 4. No, I do have a number 4, but I have to go ahead in time because I'm out of people from when I was growing up. I didn't like anybody else. I kind of like Pat Benatar, but but not enough to make the list. So I'm going to go ahead to later in time, and I'm going to for my number 4, I'm gonna say Sandra Bullock, because her characters in most of the movies she plays really fits that, that girl next door kind of thing, and so.
And she was in one of my favorite
Yep, she
movies
was
with Bill Pullman.
in there with Bill Pullman. So I don't know what they were doing in there, but they were in there together. Okay.
Okay, number 5 is really, really hard for me because I had a billion left to pick from.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to kind of give a rundown of kind of the ones I went through, and then I'll tell you who I really picked.
All right.
I always tease Mike about Josh Groban because I don't really care what he looks like, and I don't care that he's many years younger than me, but I always just told Mike that he would just come sing to me and that would be it. So one was Josh. I was trying to pick someone from Star Trek. Really like Avery Brooks from Deep Space Nine. I also liked him in Spencer for Hire. And then there was Cole Meany, who was, I just lost the character's name. What was his? Oh, Miles O'Brien.
Oh, yeah.
He played both Next Generation and Deep Space Nine. Really liked him too. Patrick.
Swayze?
No.
She doesn't want. She doesn't want to tell you this.
I said he was cute once, and I have never ever heard the end of it in 13 years of marriage.
But her deep, abiding celebrity crush is really Patrick Swayze, but she's too embarrassed to say it.
No, it's not. That was your other girlfriend who watched Dirty Dancing like 285,000 times, not me.
Who are you gonna believe?
Okay, this is the guy that said he picked Miss Piggy, so you can take your bet. No, where we lost.
I don't know. You were
Captain
going through
Picard.
Captain Picard.
The guy who played Captain.
That's who you're picking?
No, what was his name?
Oh, Patrick Stewart.
Patrick Stewart.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
That's where I was going with that.
Okay. It's really Patrick Swayze.
No, I just completely lost my train of thought.
Well, you're naming off people.
Oh, I liked Scott Baio, not at all when I was younger. Hated him on Happy Days. But he did a movie a few years ago, a real low-budget movie called A Wedding for Bella, and it was a really touching, really family-oriented type movie, and he was really good in that. But I only liked him in that. I haven't been impressed with much else he's done, and I can't say much for his personal life either. So, we were just talking, the only person I can remember having crushes on when I was younger was Parker Stevenson, who was in the Hardy Boys.
Hardy Boys, yeah.
The guy who played Ellery Queen, which I have no idea what his name was. I always thought he was very intelligent.
Okay.
And then the fire guys from Emergency. And Adam 12. I liked all those guys. But who I finally picked after all this deliberation was Mike Rowe.
Mike Rowe from
Dirty Jobs.
From Dirty Jobs. Yeah.
I figure anyone who's willing to go out there and do all that awful, awful, smelly, icky stuff, and he does it with immense amount of intelligence and humor. It's very witty, very, very charismatic on the camera, and so I had to pick Mike Rowe from Dirty Jobs.
Okay. Okay. That's good. My let's see. My 5th pick then is let's see. You went with Dirty Jobs. I'll go with Mythbusters. Yeah. And say Jamie Heineman. Oh no. No, that's the wrong sex.
No, Jamie's cute though.
Yeah.
It's the bald head.
Actually, Carrie's a babe on there. You know, she did a thing in Maximum.
Max.
Or no, one of them things. One of them men's things, you know. I don't really know anything about them.
And they showed the clip
but,
several times on the
yeah,
show.
they made a point of showing the clip quite often during one episode of
Mike's favorite episode of Mythbusters.
I'm kidding. None of that is true.
She did do the spread.
Yeah, she did.
And they did show it on the show.
Yeah, that's all true. But I plead the fifth on everything that has to do with me. Anyway, my fifth pick, I thought about this, and the only other person I could come up with on a show in recent times that, you know, really struck me as having that kind of girl next door character that I like so much is Esri Dax from the last season of Star Trek Deep Space Nine. So I'd have to go with her.
What show did she play on recently?
Now she plays on the Dead Zone.
Dead Zone.
Yeah. And hey, you're
yeah, Anthony Michael Hall.
Geek turned hunk. Yeah.
Forgot about him.
Yeah.
Then I also forgot about the guy who played John Doe that plays on Prison Break.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Don't know his name.
Sure. Dominic Purcell.
There you go.
Yep.
Guess we'll have to expand our list.
I don't know if there's any other John Doe fans out there from the TV show John Doe. It was on for one season, and we absolutely loved this show. And it ended in this like immense cliffhanger, and then they canceled it.
Just like when they canceled Matt Houston, left him walking in the desert, and he never came.
So we love the show, but we hate the people who canceled it. So yeah.
So anyway, that was our top 5.
If
you have any suggestions for videos you'd like to see us to do in the future, just let us know.
We asked for that before, and so far we really haven't gotten anything. So really, I mean, if you like what we do here together, you know, send us some things to talk about, because we'd like to keep doing these, and but we need material to work with. So offer us some suggestions of topics to talk about. Ask us questions, whatever you want to do. You know, give us something to work with. Anyway, I think we're done.
I think so.
Okay. Talk to you later.